I'm Jan Davidson. I'm the medical coding instructor at Climb for Health Professionals. My experience started 27 years ago in the healthcare arena, and I've been in coding for the last 13. I currently work at a large hospital where I train and audit 35 coders for over 55 specialties. I have a really big passion for coding and for teaching, so I hope you'll enjoy the class. The professional coding course takes the student completely through the CPT book and completely through the ICD-9 book and the guidelines. We code a series of real-world reports that are written in real-world language, which is completely different from what you might find in a textbook. So there's practical experience and study. This course prepares you for certification by two different directions. One is the text work and the homework, but also I teach you how to highlight your books and save time on the test for certification. I take you through a verbal 12-hour seminar broken into two parts that cover the entire book and different notes to make, what page numbers are on what types of questions there might be, a little bit about everything that you will need to know for not only to learn coding, but also to help you minimize the nerves in taking the test. There are many reasons to get certified these days. For one thing, it's very rare to get trained on the job. Employers want people that are certified because they want to know you know the guidelines and how to apply those codes appropriately. With CMS and fraud and abuse and auditing going on out there, they don't want to have to pay back money because of your lack of knowledge. Becoming certified shows them that you're not only interested in your career, but you get a sense of confidence about what you're doing and how you perform your job. Before you enroll in this class, you should have a basic understanding of the books and how to use them, so it expects you really to know how to code. You should have a good understanding of medical terminology and a basic understanding of anatomy and physiology, because without those tools, you will not get through the course, nor will you be able to take the test for certification. I think students enjoy the most the networking and working together to find the answer to the puzzle. I have found that it's never just a code, it's never just one student, it's usually a group. They get to know each other, they start networking out in the field, they join the organizations that are available for coders out there, and they start networking and getting to know the other people in the field. I think the most challenging aspect of the coding course is not only the amount of homework and text work, but the idea that there's no one real right answer sometimes for coding. It's real difficult to choose sometimes between two right answers or the better of two wrong answers. And there's not always a code that fits exactly with the scenario that you might read in a report. I think the most surprising thing about taking this class is how much you learn about the world you're working in. Coding is very, very interesting, and I learn things every day about the human body and how it works, and I also am very surprised at how far a certification can take you in your career. A certification can sometimes land you a management job or a supervisory position and get you a little further in your career without having to take a whole 2 years full of classes in order to get a degree. You may be curious about ICD-10. We are currently using ICD-9 in our coursework. The reason for that is that ICD-10 will not be implemented until 2013. So if you learn it now, you'll lose it by the time you get there. So for that reason, PCC is offering ICD-10 classes starting in the fall of 2012. I suggest taking classes at Climb for coding because you have a more one-on-one relationship with the instructor. There is a lot of online work, but there's also real-world reports. So you get an idea and a feel for what you will actually be doing on the job. Also, there's a lot of instructor availability because there are office hours, there's online chat, there's Skype, there's all kinds of methods that are put you face-to-face with the instructor as needed, as well as 2 6-hour seminars and reviews that will review all of the material that you learn in the class. There are lots of places that offer medical coding training. Some have programs that are very costly, $15,000 to $20,000, and some have strictly online classes. Climb is somewhere in the middle, and I always recommend Climb because of the expert instruction that is offered, as well as the reasonable price. I hope you have as much fun learning coding as I do teaching coding. We'll see you in class.